This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions. All right, welcome to episode 65. Cam, how you living? How you feeling, dog?
Always living like I'm trying to live the dream. Obviously, this is the first time that I'm going to be on camera. You know, like I've been thinking about it lately, and I'm just like, there's a lot of strides that need to be made, obviously for media den, but also for real hoops. And so, outside of sacrifices, it's more so of, just trying to get the ball moving with a lot of things. And a lot of those things I've spoken to you like about over time. Right. To see it come to fruition at this point, I ain't gonna lie.
It's a testament to us both, bro. You know what I'm saying? Consistency, accountability on both ends, and just, spilling out ideas and making them a reality one by one.
Yeah. And not to mention, bro, like, we're already on season 2, and I just feel as though just certain things have been building in certain areas of the pod and just like company stuff or whatever. Right. So it just gives like a lot more motivation to keep pressing on with those type of things, because to be honest, for anybody else, if they was to see certain things like that happen, they may not even like really look at it as being serious. But for me, just knowing what it takes, especially time wise, and that was my whole thing for a long time, is just, I guess in a way, getting out the way when it comes down to time perception. Like, you want things to happen so quickly, and it just doesn't. It don't work like that.
Nah, life is not constructed like that. Anything that's built up quick will fall down even quicker.
Yeah, So I like the turtle race. I want to speed it up a bit, but I do know that at the end of the day, the tortoise wins. So,
for sure,
it is what it is. Hey man, we haven't talked hoop in a minute. I've been super busy. But I mean, a lot has happened since we've potted. I mean, Stephen A. Smith has been milking this LeBron thing.
Yeah. Like 07 Pinky. Go ahead.
Bruh, it's so crazy. Like, he has another clip out of him talking about him and LeBron not getting along. What's up with that?
It kind of goes back to what we're saying, bro. You remember him saying he has to talk about it because his boss. You don't. You're Stephen A. You're worth 100 M's. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do at this juncture of your career. It's a cope out because of how he looked at the particular point in time, and he missed LeBron's whole point. And I keep telling people it's not about the criticism of LeBron or the criticism of Bronny as a basketball player. Anytime you challenge a man's ability to parent, you're actually literally trying his manhood. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who he's missed out a large portion of Bronny's life. Not a large portion, but a very decent portion, because of the grueling schedule of the league. He has to prep. You guys know how conditioned LeBron is even at his age right now. So for him to have his son with him, it definitely means a lot. But keep things on the court. I'm sure LeBron has heard it all. You've seen the clip of the kid screaming at his family. He's used to the fame. He's been famous since he was 15 years old. He'll be 41 in December, so he's used to these things. But Stephen A., got to go for the hot topics and, we don't get along because he's not my GOAT. Nah, bro. Like, I don't think LeBron even cares about that at this point, bro. He has literally nothing to prove. He just, at this point, competing with himself in his eyes. So it's just, it's sad to see, because Stephen A. and himself is a pioneer, regardless of what I'm saying right now. And it's just, brother's going out sad, bro. It's not a good look. He needs to cut it out.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, just looking at that whole confrontation that happened between them, it got me thinking, right?
What's that?
So, we haven't really seen Braun get on the aggressive side as far as like man to man. I'll have to think about it. Probably the last time was probably in the bubble when who was that? Austin Rivers? I think it was Austin Rivers had accidentally hit him with the basketball.
Oh, and then he turned around.
Yeah. I mean, some people may say the Isaiah Stewart thing, but truthfully, like, I just looked at that as Braun truthfully being sorry about Isaiah Stewart. He didn't mean that. And so even after that, like, a lot of people bring that up and they leave out the part where Isaiah Stewart said that Braun either called him or texted him literally that night and apologized. Like, yo, I didn't mean that. But it got me thinking, right?
What's up?
A week ago, we're recording this on March 20th, on a Thursday. About a week ago, I'd say about a week ago, a little under a week maybe, I saw a clip, and I'm sure that you saw the clip too, of a fight between Steven Adams and Mason Plumlee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And with that going on, as well as Braun's whole confrontation going on, there's a lot of smoke happening in the league. And so I do want to know, are fights in the league necessary in any capacity? Like, it doesn't matter if it's actual hand-to-hand combat or if it's just really going at each other, but is that necessary in the league, and why?
Yes. This is a competitive sport, and you know what we were taught when we were younger, because we grew up where we grew up, you know what I'm saying, in the football state, essentially, especially in the Tri-County area, is that basketball is not a physical sport, and we were most definitely misled. You will be fouled, you will be screened, physicality will happen, testosterone is all over the court, competitiveness is all over the court, and sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Ain't no way around it. You know what I mean? These are 2 7-footers. Mason Plumlee is not no scrub or pussy. Same with Steven Adams. Let's squabble. You tried me, I felt tried. Let's squabble right quick. You know what I'm saying? I personally rather see 7-footers fade over the guards. I want to see my 7-footers be a little bit nasty and a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's necessary. You know what I'm saying? The energy has shifted, I feel like, and it's primed for the playoffs. I feel like the trash talking is also at an all-time high. You see the Grizzlies getting into it with KD. And just guys are just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta establish your dominance as a man in this sport, bro. This is a physical sport. You're boxing out. You know, you might bow a guy. You might, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, if you're doing that all game, and I'm warning you, hey, bro, watch that bow. All right, I said it 3 times. Come get these hands. You know what I mean? Now, we want people to keep their money, but sometimes you got to pop out and show them. It ain't that. You feel me? So I'm happy. I love to see it. And I hope there's more of it throughout the, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the regular season into the playoffs. I want to see squabbles. I want to see rivalries. I want to see trash talking in the media and on the court. Let's get it, bro. Bring the feeling back. Restore the feeling.
Is there a boundary for it?
Boundary for what exactly? Fighting?
Yeah.
In what sense? Like what they say, or is there a boundary in?
It's just at what point does it go too far when they start fighting?
At that point, it ain't. Hey, bro. Once I feel threatened as a man, ain't really no boundaries at that point. You know what I'm saying? Unless you cheap shotting the dude, like, you know what I'm saying, 2016 Draymond or something. Ain't really no boundaries at that point if you squabbling.
Let's just say, because you say disrespect as a man, right?
Right.
Let's just say, well, would you take like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of it like, if somebody was to come in with a crazy box out and emotions is already flowing at that point, and it's not the fact that the person is like trying to initiate some type of confrontation, but they playing hard just like you playing hard.
Right.
Would you deem that as disrespect?
No. You've played ball enough for me to know that. I don't. As long as it's physical, bro, and you're not cheap shotting me, if I'm initiating contact or if you're initiating contact, one, expect contact back, and because I'm going to expect contact back if I initiate contact. Bro, it ain't too much that's going to get me riled up for me to truly crash out unless you're doing cheap shot stuff like Mr. Green did in 2016 with Steven Adams. Then we're going to have to squabble. Or unless you're, you know what I'm saying, you bowl me or do whatever and you don't say my bad, I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt if we squabbling like that, bro. Like, these are two veterans. Like, if we can like take it back to Steven Adams and Mason Plumlee, these are two veterans who's been in numerous box outs throughout the season. They know what's acceptable, just like I know what would be acceptable. I know when a dude is doing something on purpose, and I'm sure they do because they played a lot more basketball in their lives than I've ever dreamed of. But no, there shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be any reason for me to truly squabble. Even words, bro, like if you calling me trash, that's not something for me to truly crash out on. As long as there's no disrespect as a man, once the P word get flying around or anything super disrespectful as a man, then hey, bro, don't check the ball. You straight? Because we could stop hooping and we could squabble right now, bro. But it's never gotten to that with me in real life like that because, first of all, I don't even talk. And just like those two, they don't even talk neither. So it was just shocking to see because these are massive human beings. So, like, what did he say to make them niggas that mad? Word the Boondocks. So it was refreshing to watch. I don't think there's any boundaries when it comes to that paint, though, bro. As somebody who thrives with boxing people out in real life, it's really no, I'm not going to keep chicken winging a guy or doing something crazy to hurt anybody. And I will hope I have that type of respect. If not, I know how to maneuver and get around or you know what I'm saying? Things you've accumulated throughout the years, and both of those gentlemen know how to do so. So I don't think there's no boundaries in particular in the paint. Just watch your mouth as it pertains to me as a man, because I will step to you, bro. That's all.
The first thing that I thought about when you started saying that was Draymond stepping on Sabonis.
At that point, I'm not playing basketball. I'm taking all fines, ejection. Yeah, they gonna have to get, you know what I'm saying, security involved. Might be police and bro, they still be trying to pull me out Draymond. I ain't gonna lie. 2 whole years later, they still be trying to pull me out Draymond. Because certain things are, bro, when something is like purposeful, bro. So you actually stepped on me, we're squabbling. Even if they kick me out, I'm going to your locker and I'm going to find a way to squabble. Even if that don't work, I'm sitting by your bus like Carmelo Anthony did to KG. I'm getting my lick back and we're fading, bro. Like, there's no way around it. I'm going to shoot the ones, bro. Like, but if it's accidental stuff, bro, I'm not tripping on that. I'm really not.
Do you think, speaking of Draymond stepping on Sabonis, right? Did you really thought that was purposeful?
1,000%. Just 1,000%. I can't believe you asked that, bro. Draymond knows what he's doing, bro.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie.
Y'all.
Believe it or not, I thought the opposite in real time.
No.
And even after what, bro, I remember first off, I've said this multiple times. Like, that playoff series is one of the best playoff series I've ever seen.
Right.
Like, I've watched plenty of basketball throughout my life. That specific playoff series was so great. With that being said, I remember watching that. Sitting down watching it. And the first thing I did was laugh. Like, I laughed. because it's Draymond. Like Draymond just be doing stuff. like
he knows what he's doing, bro.
Like anybody that's watching basketball and see Draymond do these type of things and don't laugh, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm just telling you that when I see Draymond do stuff like this, it's hilarious to me. Like, I'm dying laughing in real time. Like, literally, while the game's going on, I see it, and I cry laughing, right? So that's one thing. But then after the replays and, like, watching it even after the series ended, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that was intentional. Here's why. I'm gonna explain why. It's kind of like, and I've only seen like really as soon as it happened. You heard of the girl that is getting charged with assault for hitting her teammate in the head with the baton, right? In the relay race?
Oh yeah. And
so
they're crying.
Yeah, so her explanation was technically, like, just to sum it up, she was saying that in the motion of her passing the baton, it got stuck. And so, like, she's just kind of trying to, like, let it go. It got stuck. To some people, that sounds crazy. And it looks crazy on camera. But as someone who has played sports, especially football, right? Like, I'll use football as an example. I've been in situations in football, whether in the game or practice, where, like, let's just say, because when I started playing football, I played defense, and then over time, I played offense. Even on the offensive side of the ball, let's just say the quarterback throws a pick, and you got to go and make the tackle. I've had times, bruh, where I've went to go make a tackle, and my fingers, I would even go as far as to say my hand felt like it got stuck in the player's face mask. But I know that it wasn't stuck, if that makes sense. Like, I guess from a scientific standpoint, like, just the motion in which you're going and everything happening all at the same time, it's damn near like your body gets in a compromising position. So with Draymond, right, I looked at it and I said, damn, okay, Draymond was already in the midst of playing. What happens then? The ball goes up. They fight for the rebound. The ball sprays out. He tries to go on a fast break, but in the midst of him like coming down and everything, and Sabonis falls, he's just like Draymond fell with him, right? He got up. He tried to get up quickly and try to spray off to go to the offensive side of the ball. Sabonis is still on the ground. In my brain, I looked at it kind of like those situations where your body is just doing what it does naturally, and it just so happens to turn into a situation where it looks crazy. Like him getting up and trying to go, and then him stepping on his stomach. On the outside, we're looking at that and we're like, what the hell is wrong with you, Draymond? But in his body, I can see it being a situation where his brain is focused on the other side of the court. So when he stomps his foot down, that don't feel like hardwood. When I'm like me putting my foot down and just regularly taking off, that don't feel the same. But he's not looking down at Sabonis when it happens. He's looking down the court. So now he's just like, he steps on him first, and then he's just trying to get his foot in so he can go. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, like Cap, I can now if it was me, right?
Cap, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah?
I'm watching it right now. Listen.
All right.
Who is this gentleman? That's Malik Monk? Yep, that's Malik Monk. He goes up for it, right? Sabonis held Kid.
Right? Oh, yes.
Sabonis held Kid.
Yes.
Making his presence known. Now I get it, bro. You're trying to shake him off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But no,
I forgot he held him. But again, even with that, Draymond didn't look down at him.
So who do you think was holding him? God?
I don't think his brain was focused on getting on the other side of the court. So now, when you're about to take off and you feel resistance, you're just like... A good example would be like Marshawn Lynch, right? Marshawn Lynch has crazy touchdown runs.
Yep.
One of the most famous runs that he has,
the one in the playoffs.
When he against the Saints, I think.
Saints, yeah.
I think it was the Saints. when he stiff armed, I can't remember who it was, and he flew like 5,000 feet.
I think that's Cam. He did that too. Cam Chancellor.
Now my thing is, when he broke that, when he finally went through the gap, and he broke that tackle, that was at his feet, and he started hopping up a bit. In real time, your brain isn't like, that's a human being on my feet.
No. All you
like
see is the touchdown.
Yeah, you're just focused on what's in front of you. Everything else just feels like stuff.
Hear you. But we're comparing him having to fend off 250, 300 people that are literally trying to take his helmet off.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in terms of when you're asking, like, who did you think was holding you? Your brain isn't going, like, in that moment, everything is fast. Your brain isn't going, man, who's holding my leg? Your brain is focused on, man, I need to get on the other side of the court so I can do whatever I need to do. And then your body just feels like it's not moving the way how it's supposed to move.
Fam.
But you're trying.
Yeah.
It's damn near like it's damn near like you're trying to run in your dream and you can't run fast anymore.
Yeah, I hear you. But this is, we're talking about basketball. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Draymond is one of the greatest defenders to ever play this sport. Facts. So his mind is telling him to run back. But that was his 11th year in the league. And that's not counting the 4 years he played under Tom Izzo at Michigan State. He's played enough basketball to know what's going on. You know what's going on, Draymond. And bro, I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, pull my coattails, I'm pretty sure they were getting into it for the vast majority of the series.
Yes, they were.
So you take pictures as basketball players, and I could have this conversation with you because you hoop. You take pictures, right? So Malik Monk comes down the court. Draymond contests him, and he basically turns around to box out. While boxing out, Sabonis falls. Then he grabs him. Come on, dog. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because one thing got to lead up to another. If he fell, and he literally fell right in his vicinity, you know there's a human being at your foot. This not football. Yeah, we seen you play football and try to play tight end. You weren't like that in football. You know you're not playing football. And you know that's a human being at your feet. So no, I'm not going. Draymond knew what he was doing.
But question, right? Like, because both of them fell.
Yeah, no. Draymond Green
so only Sabonis fell.
Only Sabonis fell.
Why do I remember Draymond falling? He didn't fall flat on the ground.
He didn't fall at all.
He fell, and he actually fell on his hands, got up, tried to take off. Sabonis grabbed his leg, and he just like,
I'm watching it right now. He didn't fall at all. He got grabbed, stomped him, jumped after he stomped him, and tried to keep running. Nah, bro. That's purposeful. That's purposeful. If it would have been different, if he would have fell and tried to hustle back on defense, we've seen it. Look at Dennis Rodman and Karl Malone. It's completely different. Try to get up. That's a 6'5", 6'6" human being. That's not a small man. Neither is Sabonis. But he fell. You know he fell because he tried to, you know what I'm saying? He had his hands out. And then he grabbed you. And then you stomped on him. And not only did you stomp on him, you used his midsection for leverage to jump to keep running. He knew what he was doing, bro.
I don't know, man. Like it's kind of hard for me to explain, but I can see it being a situation where he doesn't do it on purpose. Like I can see him kind of just being so focused on the fast break.
No way, no how. This is 11
so you thought
years.
that in his brain he said, you know what, but bruh,
Jit
like
probably was annoying. You ever played against an annoying jit that gets to the rim and you sometimes you gotta pop out follow dude right quick, let you know it ain't sweet down here, boy.
That's true, but there have been players that have played for more than 11 years in their respective sport that have explained those type of things happening where they don't, like, everything is happening so fast that from your angle watching it at home or watching it in the stands or whatever, it looks like they did something miraculous, or they look like they did something crazy, or they look like they did something whatever. But in real time, in their own bodies, they didn't even realize that. Or they didn't even... Bro, you know how many... I mean, even think about adrenaline when you're talking about... Like, there's a lot of people that... Yeah, when things happen and adrenaline is pumping, and in that case, I mean, that series was crazy.
And think of how Draymond and Sabonis was squabbling.
And that's the reason why a lot of people look at that like it was on purpose. Yeah. And I get it. I just also can't ignore how intense that series was in general, and how adrenaline can really contribute to certain things looking a certain way. Hence the reason why I brought up the girl in the relay race. How adrenaline can really affect certain things and make things look a certain way when in actuality in your own body it's not really like that.
I hear you, bro. I'm telling you now.
I'm just not too sure if it just sucks, right? It just sucks that Draymond's reputation at this point especially has become fire off man. Like he's become fire man.
Fire off,
like he's crazy. He is fire off man at this point.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, he know what he be doing. That's all I really want to tell you, bro. Like
he absolutely be knowing what he doing.
He's too vet savvy for him not to know what he's doing, bro. And I it'll be different if it's somebody who's physical, but they don't got that many squabbles underneath their belts, or altercations, or texts, or hitting Steven Adams in the nuts, or doing this and that, or hopping, you know what I'm saying, calling LeBron the B word to his face, getting context matters, but the person who did it matters. Yeah. King Von was right when he said to end gun violence. I don't know if I want to hear that from Von though. Just saying.
You snap with that. Hey, is Isaiah Stewart the new Draymond Green?
No. Don't you ever disrespect Draymond like that. I know we just spent 15 minutes. No, nigga, you wanted to crash? It's here. Like what they say on 40-Year-Old Virgin? You wanted a nigga? Nigga here now. No, we here. Isaiah Stewart, don't you ever put Isaiah Stewart in the same breath as Draymond Green. First of all,
I'm not talking about skill
points. He's putting up prime Kendrick Perkins numbers, and you're comparing him to Draymond. No, nigga, you just got dreads and you think you can beat up everybody, but you should barely be getting off the bench. You should be getting Bronny minutes if we're keeping it a stack. You don't even rebound well at 6'10". You just want to beat everybody up. You out here pushing Steph. You want to fade Bron. You want to fade everybody you can because that's your only claim to being on an NBA roster. Because you trash. Buns. But no, he's not new Draymond. My bad for crashing.
I was just talking about those type of antics, not skills.
No, he's not new Draymond. Nigga just... I remember we had this conversation in the chat. Is he the new Beer Lambier? No. Bill Lambier had a double-double while beating up people. He averages 5 and 5. I'm going to say it again. He averages 5 and 5. Kendrick Perkins numbers. You just out here trying to beat everybody up because that's your only claim to be on any roster. You stink. So no, he's not the new Draymond. Draymond at least tries to play basketball. He's erratic. He gets at refs. He does not try to fade everybody he sees. Isaiah Stewart tries to fight everybody he sees because he's a skillless bum that has no business being on the floor.
First off, don't disrespect Kendrick Perkins like that, man. Top 3 center in NBA history.
Top 3 center on TV?
In NBA history.
You must be talking about Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Perkins, top 3 center.
Nah,
in
you
NBA
talking
history.
about Sam Perkins from the Lakers? Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, you talking
might
about
be number 2.
Huh?
He might be number 2.
Can't stop playing with me. I already crashed once. You just really try to get me to start the car up again. Put up the Kendrick Perkins dribble video right now. Is this your man's? First of all, I stand corrected. Actually, I'm right. He averages 5.9. We're not giving you 6 because you're a bum. He averages 5.9 points and 5.6 rebounds. Yeah, you know what you do? If you're a betting man, take the under. We call that nigga an automatic under. Let's see. Kendrick Perkins, Mr. Top 5. Mr. Get into it with Steph Curry in the 2018 finals while he's in the shoot, but on the roster because he's so bad at basketball, he can't even get on the court. You know what his career high is? 10.1 points. He top 5 though, Cam. Yeah, he top 5. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he top 5.
Yeah. You must be talking about the Canadian shooter. Yeah. You talking about the Canadian shooter right now. That's the only top 5 you talk about when it comes to Kendrick Perkins. Ain't no way you talking about the same Kendrick Perkins I'm talking about. He ain't top 5. He damn near wasn't top 5 in the roster that he played. He wasn't top 5 in the centers. He wasn't top 5 niggas on TV right now. Nigga ain't never been top 5 in nothing, nigga. Stop it.
I don't know, man.
You know,
I don't know. I think he can give Jokic work right now.
He could sell him drugs?
Nah, man.
You said give him work.
Beat him.
He could sell him drugs.
He can
right?
beat him. He can beat him one-on-one.
No. He can employ him. That's what you mean by give him work.
Yeah, employ him to the L line that he'll give him,
the L
along
line?
with the other centers.
L? You talking
the
about
L line?
LMA? Jason Tatum girlfriend?
Talking about losses.
Losses? Yeah, they're gonna be putting doves by Kendrick Perkins' name because he gonna be lost out there. Yeah. Nigga, stop playing.
Nah, I'm just joking. I rock with Perk though. He a funny
Shout out
guy.
Perk. Yeah, he hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, he is.
Now let's before we close out, let's get into real talk. Season is coming to an end. At least the regular season.
Yeah.
You know, we approaching postseason.
Yeah.
So I need you to name me your top 3 belt to ass teams. I need you to name me your top 3 belt to ass teams of this season. Because we've been seeing a lot of good hoop this season. But my God, I just need to know. I need to know your top 3 belt to ass teams.
Belt to
teams
ass
that have
teams.
been putting, just applying straight belt to booty.
This is an easy 3 for me. Number 1, gotta be the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've been putting niggas in boxes and gauntlets, in prisons, in jails, any close confinement you can think of. They're number 1 in defense and everything. They have Shea grooving and dancing, getting to the free throw line, MIDI magician, you know. And, you know what I'm saying? They had Chet in and out of the lineup because of injury. But my God, Jalen Williams has been hooping. You got guys off the bench that could give you 20 at any given times with an Aaron Wiggins, with, you know, Mr. Wallace, you know, with the other Jalen Williams. They're stacked. So that's my number one belt to ass team. Second to that, even though they're on a 3-game losing streak, I would have to go the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went on 2 separate 15-win streaks. 2 separate 15-game win streaks. Damn near unprecedented. They also had the opportunity to have 4 All-Stars and nobody would have said anything. That's a testament to the backcourt. That's also a testament to the front court. And then you added DeAndre Hunter, who could go and get you 20 while guarding. And they still have their bench. You have a Max Strus. You have a Ty Jerome. You have a coach. Again, 2 separate 15-game win streaks. Even though they're on the 3-game losing streak, I would have to go them. And third would have to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Hit me and hit me good. I recall parting. Yeah, I took my glasses off. I recall parting and getting calls from you when Luka was in, and you were torn, right? As you should be. You just gave away Anthony Davis, giving you 26 and 13 with elite defense. And I said, brother Cam, don't fret. He was like, what you mean don't fret? I said, nigga, you got Luka Doncic. Yeah, I get that. I got Luka, but the front court, you got Luka Doncic. Nah, but we still need side. You got Luka Doncic. All right, bro, I'ma see. Time goes by, and the belt starts to have reverb. Walk down Denver twice. Then you go on a road trip, more belt. Then you get LeBron and Luka having 30 together. LeBron goes out. You get Austin Reeves having 30. And then you're locking up. And then Vando comes back. And then you got Christian Wood coming back. And then Rui's still out. And then Jackson Hayes got hurt, went on a losing streak, came back, been putting belt to ass. To the point that Shannon Sharp, yeah, I'm using Shannon Sharp, SGA, PGA, Lakers and 5. He been going crazy because he see what I see. The belt got reverb, delay, and echo in LA. Folk really don't want to see LA. Because you know what Luka do in the postseason? Get better. You know what LeBron do? Oh, yeah, he has 20 years of playoff points. Handling the belt. Don't matter if you're a top defensive team or not. Don't matter if you won 60 games like the Atlanta Hawks. Don't matter if you're the Toronto Raptors who won 59 games that season. When that belt needs to be operated, he treated you like he did Bronny in 2012 if he did something bad. Yeah, he treated you like he did Bronny if he did something and disobeyed in 2012. That's what he do. And you pair him with Luka, and you pair him with Austin Reeves, who's the best third option, and then you pair him with a lob threat and Jackson Hayes, and then you got Vando off the bench. Gabe Vincent remembers that, oh, I can play basketball. Then you got a guy in Jonathan Goodwin who's sitting down. Then you got a maniac coach. The belt got echo, delay, and reverb with a nice EQ. That's my top 3 belt to ass teams.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God, bro, man. That's a wrap, dog. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on social media at MediaDen_ and Young Rilla. Keep it locked, and more importantly, keep it real. We'll be back next time,
Yes,
man. Peace.
sir.